Hello everyone, welcome to you in my lecture classes. In this lecture, we are going to solve a gate problem on velocity analysis, and this problem is regarding a 4-bar mechanism. So this is from GATE 2006 and this is a 4-bar mechanism. For this 4-bar mechanism, O2A is the crank, AB is the connecting rod and O4B is the follower. The fixed link O2A is 240 mm, O2A is 60 mm and O4B is 160 mm. Both the angle between crank and fixed link and follower and fixed link are 90 degree. So both crank and follower are perpendicular to the fixed link. The crank is rotating with 8 radian per second, uniform speed. The rotational speed of crank is 8 radian per second and that is uniform speed because alpha 2 is 0. So the crank is rotating with an uniform speed of 8 radian per second and you have to determine what is the angular speed of the follower, that is O4B. So you have to find out the angular speed of follower, that is O4B. So let us draw the configuration once again. So here I am drawing the configuration once again. And we are going to solve it by relative velocity method. So let us solve it by relative velocity method. So this is O2, this is A, this is point B and that is O4. And let me denote the link numbers. The fixed link as 1, crank as 2, connecting rod as 3 and follower as 4. So omega 2 is given, omega 2 is 8 radian per second and you have to find out what is the value of omega 4. So we have to find out the value of omega 4. So what we will do first, we will write the vector equation of velocity, that is Vb is Va plus Vba. Vb is velocity at point B, Va is velocity at point A and Vba is relative velocity of point B with respect to point A. So out of this, what is Va? Va is omega 2 into O2A, omega 2 cross O2A, or the magnitude of Va is 8, omega 2 is given as 8 radian per second and O2A is 60 millimeter. So Va is 480 millimeter per second. And what is the direction of Va? Va is perpendicular to O2A. So Va is perpendicular to O2A. So Va is perpendicular to O2A. So let me show here the direction of Va. So Va, so this is Va. And Va is perpendicular, as Va is perpendicular with O2A, and if O2 O4 is the horizontal direction, then Va is along O2 O4, that is along the horizontal direction. So Va is along horizontal direction. Now what about Vb? So Va we have already determined. Vb, magnitude of Vb is unknown, but direction of Vb, Vb is also perpendicular with VB. VB is perpendicular to O4B. VB is perpendicular to O4B because point B is lies on link number 4, which has a pure rotation about O4. So both this angle is 90 degree. Both are perpendicular to the fixed link. So the direction of VA and VB is same. So VB and VA are in same direction. So if VA and VB in same direction, and you have to satisfy this equation where VBA is perpendicular to AB. So VBA is perpendicular to AB, that is the direction of VBA. So if VA and VB are in same direction, VA and VB are in same direction, and VBA is perpendicular to AB, then this vector equation will satisfy only when VA is equal to VB, VB is equal to VB, and VBA is equal to 0. So this vector equation will satisfy only when VA is equal with VB and VBA is 0. So what is my VB now? So VB is also 480 millimeter per second. Now you have to find out omega 4, that is the angular speed of link O4B. So omega 4 will be what? VB by O4B. So omega 4 will be VB by O4B, that is 480, and O4B is 160. O4B is 160, so 160, that is 3 radian per second. So the angular velocity of link O4B is 3 radian per second. So the option number B is correct. There was 4 options, you have to choose the correct one. So this is my correct answer. Now what we got from this, that is another information, that is VBA is 0. If VBA is 0, let me erase this, as we have got the answer, that is 3 radian per second. If VBA is 0, then what is angular speed of link number 3? Say angular speed of link number 3 is omega 3. So omega 3 equal to what? VBA by AB. So that is omega 3 becomes 0. At this instant omega 3 becomes 0. That means the connecting rod AB is in pure translation. So at this instant connecting rod AB is in pure translation. So when both the crank and the follower are perpendicular to the fixed link, that is they are parallel to each other, that instant the connecting rod will be in pure translation, as the rotational speed of the connecting rod is 0. So we have solved this by relative velocity method. We can solve this by another way, that is using the basic concepts or basic principle. So we can solve this directly by using our basic concepts. So let us do that. Let us solve it by basic concepts. So VA you have to find out, that is 480 millimeter per second. We have already determined, that is omega 2 into O2A. Now direction of VB and VA are same. Direction of VB and VA are same because both are perpendicular to O2A and O4B, and O2A and O4B are in same direction, they are parallel. So direction of VA and VB will be same. So they will make same angle with AB. And let us consider that this angle is theta. So component of VA along AB, that is VA cos of theta, is equal to component of VB along AB, that is VB cos of theta. So that is VA is equal with VB. So by using basic concepts, we also get VA equal to VB. And that case VBA is 0. As point A and B are on same rigid body 3, so the component of VA along AB, that is VA cos theta, is equal with component of VB along AB, that is VB cos theta. So VA equal to VB, and next process is same. So by this basic concept you can also solve this directly. So we have solved this problem. Let us come to another problem, and let me tell you the statement of the problem. So that is from GATE 2010. So next problem we will solve from GATE 2010. Let me draw the configuration of the mechanism. So this is a mechanism. Basically this is a quick return mechanism. I will explain you. And for this mechanism the link lengths are given. AB is the crank, that is 250 millimeter, BC is 250 root 3 millimeter, and AC is 500 millimeter. The crank is rotating at 10 radian per second in counterclockwise direction. You have to determine what is the sliding velocity of the slider. So you have to determine what is the sliding velocity of the slider, and these four options are given. So let me draw here once again the configuration. Now this is point B, and the point B is the center of revolute joint at here. So B is the center of revolute joint here. So B is the center of revolute pair. So B is the center of revolute pair, and let me denote the link numbers. The fixed link is denoted by 1, crank is by 2, slider is by 3, and the oscillating link is denoted by 4. What will happen? Crank is rotating with an uniform speed, that is 10 radian per second. As a result, the slider will slide along the CD, and this CD is called as oscillating link, which will oscillate about center C. So the link number 4 will oscillate about center C. So this is an oscillating link. Now if this is the center of revolute pair, B is the center of revolute pair, so point B lies on link number 2, as well as it lies on link number 3, and as well as it lies on link number 4. So here exist 3 instantaneously coincident points. What are those? They are B2, B3 and B4. What is the significance of B2? B2, point B on link 2. Similarly, B3 is point B on link 3, and B4 is point B on link number 4. So here exists 3 instantaneously coincidence points. So the 3 instantaneously coincident points are B2, B3, B4. B2 is point on link number 2, B3 is point on link number 3, and B4 is point B on link number 4. Out of these 3 instantaneously coincident points, B2 and B3 always remains coincident. Always remains coincidence. Why? Because this revolute pair connects link number 2 and 3. So they will always remains coincident. But B4 is instantaneously coincidence with B2 and B3. As the instant changes, B4 will shift from B2 and B3. As the crank moves, the point B4, which is point B on link number 4, will shift from B2 and B3. So B2 and B3 always remains coincidence. So velocity of link 2 at point B will always be equal with velocity of point B at link 3. So what is VB2? VB2 is velocity of link 2 at point B. So VB2 is velocity of link 2 at point B, and that is equal to velocity of link 3 at point B, because B2 and B3 always remains coincidence. Until this, we have applied relative velocity method between 2 points on a same rigid body. But here we are going to apply the relative velocity methods between 2 different links at a same point. What is that? Now we are writing the relative velocity equation as VB3 is equal with VB4 plus VB3. 3 by 4. We are applying the relative velocity method between link 3 and 4 at point B. We are applying the relative velocity method between two different links at a same point. We are applying between link number 3 and 4 at point B, and that equation is Vv3, that is velocity of link 3 at point B. What is Vv4? Velocity of link 4 at point B, and Vv3 by 4 is relative velocity of link 3 with respect to link 4 at point B. Now, what is significance of this? Relative velocity of link 3 with respect to link 4 at point B. So, this is nothing but the sliding velocity. So, we have to find out this amount, that is Vv3 by 4, because this is relative velocity of 3 with respect to link 4 at point B. So, what is the relative velocity of 3 with respect to 4? That is nothing but the sliding velocity. So, this is the sliding velocity. Now, Vv3 you can write as Vv2, because V3 and V2 always remains coincidence. So, Vv2 is Vv4 plus Vv3 by 4. Now, let me examine what are the different components. Let me erase this first. So, what is Vv2? Vv2 is velocity of link 2 at point B. So, what is the velocity of link 2 at point B? And before going to that, let me do one task more. As the link lengths are given, AB is 250, BC is 250 root 3 and AC is 500, you can easily determine that AB square plus BC square is equal with AC square. So, this angle ABC is 90 degree. That is, the crank makes 90 degree with the oscillating link. So, this angle is 90 degree. Now, what is Vv2? Vv2 is velocity of link 2 at point B. So, velocity of link 2 at point B, which will be perpendicular to AB, perpendicular to link 2 or AB. So, that is nothing but along the direction of CD. So, this is my Vv2. So, Vv2 perpendicular to AB, because link 2 has pure rotation about point A. So, omega into AB and Vv2 is also equal to omega 2 into AB. And what is the value? Omega 2 is given 10 and AB is 250 millimeter, that is 0.25 meter, that is 2.5 meter per second. So, this is my Vv2. And what is Vv3 by 4? That is relative velocity of link 3 with respect to link 4 at point B. So, relative velocity of 3 with respect to 4, that is always along link CD. So, Vv4 is also along CD. So, Vv4 is also along CD, and Vv3 by 4, Vv3 by 4, Vv3 by 4, that is the sliding velocity, nothing but the sliding velocity, that is relative velocity of link 3 with respect to link 4 at point B, that is this direction. So, Vv3 by 4 is also along CD. So, we have determined the magnitude and direction of Vv2, and we know the direction of Vv3 by 4, do not know the magnitude. What about Vv4? Vv4 is velocity of link 4 at point B. So, what is the velocity of link number 4 at point B? Because link 4 as link 4 has pure rotation about C. So VV4 is perpendicular to CD, that is perpendicular with link number 4. So the direction of VV4 is perpendicular to CD. Now VV2 and VV3/4 are on same direction, that is along CD, and VV4 is perpendicular to CD. So this condition satisfy only when VV2 is equal with VV3/4. VV2 is equal with VV3/4 and VV4 is 0. That is, the velocity diagram becomes a line only. So the velocity diagram will be like this. VV2 is equal with VV3/4, and so this becomes a line. This is VV2 is equal with VV3/4 and VV4 becomes 0. As VV4 becomes 0, so omega 4 will also be 0. So you have to find out VV3/4, that is the sliding velocity. So that is equal with VV2, and VV2 is 2.5 meter per second. So VV3/4 is 2.5 meter per second. So that is the sliding velocity is 2.5 meter per second. So option D is correct. So our option D is correct. Now what we have observed, that at this instant VV4 is equal with 0. So at this instant the velocity diagram becomes a line and VV4 0. So what will be omega 4? That is the angular speed of link number 4 or angular speed of the oscillating link. So omega 4 is VV4 by CB. So if VV4 0, then omega 4 is 0. So omega 4 becomes 0. That is, at this instant the angular speed of the oscillating link CD is 0. That is, so at this instant the angular velocity of the oscillating link is 0. So the oscillating link will have 0 angular velocity at this instant. So the omega 4 becomes 0, and our answer is that is the sliding velocity is 2.5 meter per second, which is equal with VV2. Hope you have understood. Thank you for watching this video. I wish you best of luck in your GATE examination.